Well, wake up.
Alright, we're here. Last time a goblin army was chasing you because you kidnapped their pope. That's pretty much the most succinct
Pope napping.
recap I can give. Let's go ahead and just start with like figuring out where you're going to place your minions because there's a goblin army approaching. They're going to enter through the entrance to your dungeon. They're going to try and either kill you or get their pope back, maybe both. Kind of hard to tell. You also like desecrated one of their holy shrines and things, and, like, all sorts of things.
As
Really
you
bad. I think it gave several goblins heart attacks.
Reveal the syncretism inherent to their accursed religion.
Yeah,
It was a very stealthy mission.
How long does it?
incredibly selfish.
How long does it take to resummon my ghosts? Because they all died or
I think
left.
that's a downtime thing.
Okay, cool. So I have
So you have
nobody.
no ghosts at the moment.
I mean, there was one that ran away. He might show back up.
Possibly.
I'm gonna put the trout triplets in with the. This is upside down from how it normally is.
I know.
That is okay.
Disorienting.
I'm glad
That's
it's
because
okay
you're
for
here in a
someone.
rush.
You
All
set
right.
it up and you were the last to notice.
Yeah. I'm gonna put them in with the rat queen as per usual.
Okay, you want to drop one of your dice in there so we know
Yes.
what they are? Thank you.
And can I have them drag a banner with them to hastily hammer above a door somewhere that says goblins and ghosts will be eaten on sight?
I'll tell you what, they can roll for it.
Okay.
So what skill do they roll on the way over there?
Tinker.
Tinker, alright.
5.
5. Okay. It's extremely hastily done.
Yes.
It's like one of those signs that you can't really read from far away.
Yes.
It doesn't function as a sign because the letters are too thin and big. So it's
Excellent.
Like somebody took a marker and drew like a
Like-
huge letter with one stripe of
Half the words are crowded down like the,
Yeah,
the side
exactly.
of the sign.
You can't really even read it. They misspelled ghosts. It's got an A in it for some
You
reason.
started with letters that were too big, so they had to get really small.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
they're bruisers. They're not like artisans or something.
So the
I
sign
think
just,
they did an admirable job.
it kind of vaguely, recognizably says goblins and ghosts.
It looks like a welcome sign.
Else down the side of the sign. And that's
Goblins and ghosts W.
all. Yes, W. Precisely.
Well, they don't like ghosts, so goblins and ghosts maybe or not.
True. Where did they hammer that sign? On the door to the Rat Queen? Or?
On the rat queen.
On the Rat Queen.
Door to the rat queen, please.
The Rat Queen fell asleep. They just drew on her face. Okay.
One of them drew a penis.
Who else is placing minions anywhere in particular?
I think I'm going to place my Dark Elf in with the dragon so he can welcome people to the casino.
Excellent.
Yours are all missing in action, correct? And
Missing and or dead.
can they truly die?
They haven't not
Yes.
been dead since the beginning of the campaign.
I think mine will just stay in the forge with us.
Okay.
They are just tinkery workers.
Yeah, they've mostly stayed back and just tinkered. Alright, well. Somebody put this die down at the entrance. Ah, that did not go as far as I hoped. There we go. That is the group of goblins approaching. You actually,
That's cool.
maybe some of you have some scouts outside, or I was going to say ghosts that you're looking through, but they're dead.
Is that moldy cheese in there? Oh, it's a skull. Okay.
It's like a little dragon skull type deal.
On some moss.
That's
That's very
cute.
cool.
That
Thank
is
you.
very cool.
That's probably the coolest die I have. I don't have that many cool dice, so that's cool. And it represents the oncoming storm of the goblins.
Represents how dead they're about to be.
Exactly.
Oh, snap.
So, they pull up onto the beach. These goblins, they have rapidly created boats out of the trees. They've like deforested a section of the forest on the opposite side, just slapped together some rafts and paddled across the water to meet you.
I love that they didn't have a navy before this.
No, they were lived in the forest and they just went north through the forest directly to your lake and then across that little section of lake there.
this fucking water here?
Exactly. And they just, absolutely decimated the tree population in that area. A lot of their rafts still have like branches and leaves on them in certain parts and stuff, and it's a whole mess.
Half of them sunk on the
Half
way
of them
here.
sunk on the way here, yeah. So, like, probably half of the goblin population drowned on their way to assaulting you, but
Plus their little hurts.
there's still a lot of goblins. They reproduce like rabbits, so they
They're
are.
reproducing on
And
the
they
way.
taste
They are
almost as good
reproducing
too.
on the way, yes. But they arrive, and you can tell that a few of them stand out amongst the rest. There's one goblin who is propped up in this extremely heavy-looking armor that's far too large for him, and he kind of barely fits into it. And you can tell it's kind of like up above his face with the with the helmet and stuff. He kind of like waddles around in this heavy set of armor, but it's very shiny and very impressive looking.
How are we seeing them as they land?
You either have scouts or something.
I am literally like Scout Carp Mick scouting.
That's
them.
true.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
you get reports from Scout Carp. Scout Carp on you.
Push him into the water. He'll drown immediately.
I'm a fish.
No, push the
Push the armor.
armor.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
into the
idea.
water.
Mm,
I have to be stealthy. Sorry.
We should have
Stealth
met him
will
at
push
the
him.
beach.
yeah. I mean, I'd let you intervene here if you spent stress for it.
I have one stress left.
Okay, that's fair then.
Worth it.
It would have been. I'm not going to though.
Terrible.
You see another one who's constantly following around that goblin in armor, and he's got like a set of tools and like a hammer, and he keeps on like finding parts of the armor that are falling off and like hammering them back into place real quick and like tweaking pieces and like doing maintenance. You see another goblin that is wearing nothing at all. Is just the exact opposite, and is just covered in like different kinds of face paint, and he's got like all these scars all over him, and he wields like a very very hefty looking spear. And there is another one that has a bow and a bear companion, and is dressed pretty plainly. These four goblins have pushed ahead of the pack, and they're here on the beach. And the one in the armor, sort of muffled, says to the rest, waves at the groups like, and several goblins from the rafts nearby pile in behind him. So this is the first raid you're going to be having where you're not just fighting adventurers, but also hirelings. Much weaker bodies they can throw at traps and things, essentially, that are nowhere near as powerful. But you've got more meat shields to get through.
Isn't this exactly what our dragon is for?
Yes,
We are going to
probably.
give him popcorn goblins.
Okay, so they're going to start moving down that hallway. In the hallway, they don't really encounter much, right? Or is there's a creature in the hallway, right? You meant that
Yeah.
There
Yes,
is. The robot ghost.
the robot butler.
Ingot, where Barracuda.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Yes. Who
Yeah.
owns that?
I
I
have
thought
it.
it was a
All right. So go ahead and roll its tier as dice.
Great. It is a tier 1. Beep boop. Intruders will be beep booped.
They will be beep booped.
Three.
It's a 3. Oh no. I'm pretty sure
They beeped. Just didn't get booped.
it has beeped its last boop.
Rip.
that worked well.
Poor guy.
Like it lumbers towards the group, and that one more engineering looking goblin just runs up and like pulls out a critical screw, and it just.
Why did we give him a self-destruct button?
That was like
Why didn't we put it on
linchpin
his
and everything
chest with a
falls
big
apart.
sign on it?
Dang it.
I don't know.
One piece slides out of another, and then a gear pops out, and the whole thing just kind of collapses into parts.
Died as he lived.
Yes.
Is he really dead, or is he just a helpless flopping ghost now?
I like that idea. As a ghost just sadly trying to pick up the parts that are on the ground.
I mean, it's a werebear who doesn't have hands.
Well-
It's just like,
Yeah, this is flopping, exactly.
Not the greatest first impression we could have given, but
No.
oof.
We're just lulling them into a false sense of security. It's fine.
So now they come to a set of 3 doors. Some of those are locked, right? Is it?
Yes, this door is locked going into the garage. This door is locked going into whatever the hell that room is. More drums.
Door drums. Okay.
And I think it's open into the rectory.
do we do flashbacks in this phase?
You can, yeah.
I want to flashback to painting a crude
says
mural
lock
of me
with an
eating
arrow.
goblins.
Oh,
You
okay.
drew that one time to explain to people.
Absolutely,
going
you can do
that way.
that.
Chronicling your legacy.
It's my lot.
Yes, I want them to know whose lair they're entering.
I think they know, but it's a good reminder.
Well, they don't seem to be aware that people come here and don't ever leave.
True.
Except for the one guy from the Holy Order.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's okay. What is this? Taker?
Yeah, I don't think you need to roll for this necessarily, because you can just spend stress. We'll call this a 3 stress, since it's pretty big. You're essentially adding a fake trap here. But I'll let you roll 2 dice for it to see how effective it is at scaring them. Like, it's
6.
morale.
4.
4, okay, so 6. I'm going to
pretty
say that the one that had a bear with it runs away, but the bear stays. So the bear stays with the group, but the ranger runs away.
That is either a very well-trained bear or a very poorly trained bear.
We're gonna keep
It's
this
true.
bear. I'm calling it now.
Or the ranger just was so scared they gave up on giving commands to the bear, and the bear's just along for the
How do
ride.
you always end up with a bear?
The bear's an orphan now.
Yep.
So now we need to decide which of those 3 doors are going to go through, and I get to ask you which you think is the most beneficial door for you guys, for them to go through.
I think the Rat Queen, right?
No, we haven't used any of their resources, so if they raid the other room, they don't recover anything. They just waste resources trying to get in there.
But if they do lose some of their resources on the Rat Queen's room, they're not gonna double back and go into the war room or the war drums, right?
They might. They don't know where they're going.
I don't know. I thought
I guess
they
I-
had to follow a path.
Now they're lost.
Okay.
But they would probably go to a dead end before they came back to check it. So them hitting that dead end they might just bash their heads against this door for a while. That'd be good.
It's true.
So the war drums then?
Yes, that would be best.
Okay.
War drums.
War drums.
Okay, so now I roll for it. To see how likely that is. Unfortunately, they do not try to go to the worms first. They are going to try to go into the Rat Queen first. Which is not locked, so they just open that door. And they go in, and so the Rat Queen is there, and so are
The trap
Bartholomew's-
triplets.
Yeah, the trap triplets. Thank you. So who acts first? Were the trap triplets waiting with a cartoonish hammer to slam down the
Yes,
door?
they definitely were. Well, so they are disloyal. They actually don't have much in Smash.
You bring
I
up that
think
they're
they-
disloyal a lot. In this
Yes.
case, I think they either fight or die, so I'm not sure
Yeah,
they
but
can
I-
pull disloyalty.
I think they're going to rig something to fall on who comes through, but they're otherwise going to try to like hide behind the Rat Queen.
Okay, so like a tinker.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are not. They have no investment in like bravely fighting. That's a 4.
4. Okay. So I think they're gonna deal some damage, but they're going to be spotted. So everyone pushes the knight, the one in armor, through the door first. And what did you say was rigged above the door? Just something like heavy,
Yeah, I think they probably put just like a really big rock above
really
the
big
door.
rock above
It's
the
a
door.
rock ingot.
Yes, that.
Okay, so actually they won't take damage from this, or your minions won't. But neither will the knight, because the
Okay.
knight, your minions get some valuable information here. As the knight walks through the door and this big rock goes clang onto his helmet, just flops off to the side. And goes,
Oh.
ow. And then keeps walking into the room. And it seems like physical damage doesn't do a whole lot to this guy with his heavy, heavy armor. Yes, so he walks into the room and now he fights the Rat
The Rat
Queen.
Queen.
Who is what tier and who owns it?
I own it. She's a tier 2,
Alright, 2 dice.
and she's a ghost. Is that right? At this
Yes.
point,
I think
That's why
so.
she has the
Yeah,
So
halo.
she is would
Ah,
not
yes.
physical damage.
Ghost Rat Queen, activate. 6.
Full success. Okay. On a full success, you damage an adventurer of your choice and roll again.
I would like to damage the knight.
Okay. So the knight gets clang and his helmet's ringing. Ow! The Rat Queen. How does the Rat Queen hurt him with ghost powers?
She's going to just phase through his armor and bite him directly.
Oh, okay. So just he is all cocky and
Yeah.
ready to take the hit, and then it actually hurts, and he yelps and runs back. So he's taking some damage, and now you get to roll again to see how the
Alright,
fight continues.
she's gonna try to finish him off by going through the goblin throat.
She bit him
That's
right
a
in the
5.
cockiness.
A
Oh, no.
5. On a 5, you damage an adventurer of the GM's choice, and the monster is knocked out but not slain. So
That is the
just
GM's
goes for
choice.
Oh, sorry. Was it GM's choice?
That's
Did
what
I
you said.
literally just say that?
You just said that, yes.
I did just say that. I'm still so used to Taylor being a GM. It's been how many months at this point? I like what you said about the knight. So, she charges at the knight, and I think possesses the knight maybe.
Ooh.
And that's what knocks her out of the equation for now, is she spends time just holding the knight steady, and the knight
Nice.
just sits there vibrating, looking into space. But
Where's
now
your
both-
engineer now?
Yes. The engineer maybe comes over and just like taps the knight with a hammer a few times, but it doesn't fix anything. So the knight is now out of the equation.
Fantastic.
This is the first time they've ever come in and not just swept everything. I didn't know
Yes.
that we had the opportunity to do this.
Yes. If you roll lucky, it can go pretty well. Yeah. So now there's no rat queen for your minions to hide behind.
Yep.
But I think we still have the initiative, because all of the
Okay.
other adventurers are like staring in horror
Yeah.
at the knight just being like,
With the big guy out of the equation, and the person who they think was commanding the bear out of the equation, I think they're going to get emboldened and go for the engineer.
all right.
And let's see. They're strapped, so they have access to one of my supply, is that correct?
Yes, they have one supply slot of their own, and they can take from your
Okay.
supply options.
They're gonna just yeet some of the purple lightning shards that I gave them.
Okay.
And just try to like short out all of the stuff that he might be carrying.
Ooh,
I mean, they may not be thinking that far ahead. They may just be throwing lightning at an enemy. But
yeah. So go ahead and roll
if
for
when
it.
choosing their target, they're going to choose the guy that maybe they can. Let's see. That's a 3.
A 3. So they engage in an engineer duel, which is like a wizard duel.
Both sides.
And as they throw the shards at this engineer guy, he reaches into a pouch and throws other shards out, and they just like both scatter and hit in the air and perfectly intercept each other as the electromagnetic fields draw them together. And
Both parties are absolutely shocked they did that.
Yes.
I meant to do that.
You just both happen to do the same move at the same time. Like both do rock and rock, paper, scissors.
They're best friends now.
Your companions are disloyal.
Oh no.
They shake hands and go for a drink. They're all out of commission.
I actually really like that suggestion, so we're gonna go with that. That was a full failure. It wasn't just a mixed failure. So
Sorry.
I think at least it's not that they're permanently on the.
They are
enemy
not going to
side
help
here.
us any longer.
But for now, they are homies with this engineer.
That's hilarious.
He's just bringing them along as groupies.
I apologize.
No, I actually really like that. You can convince them to come back somehow, but for now.
Maybe when they see the dragon, they'll remember.
Your minions
yeah.
run up to this engineer and they just do like a big group high five, and then they.
He can be
see
the
that.
4th trout triplet.
Yes.
There's a slot open.
It's like a fake fish head on all those.
It's one of those like fish hats you get at Six Flags.
Yes. Yeah. All right, now they're going down that hallway. Is that a trap in there? I see.
Down
This
here is
one?
a
Yes.
tier 1 trap. It's
Who
a-
owns that?
I think that's mine also. It's a
Let's
trap,
go.
trick door. Fake door. It's like a
Oh, the
looting
fake door is
door.
this trick down at this end.
Oh, that's a separate thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
like a
There's a
flying
T1 trick.
piece of masonry.
Yes.
I think that's mine. I have an ingot thrower.
There you
Yeah,
go.
okay, there we go.
Like a dart
That
thrower
illustrates
buffer
it
ingots.
perfectly.
Everything's ingots in here.
This
so.
is the second ingot they're gonna have been harassed with so far.
They're looking up.
Yeah,
This
that's
isn't
true.
coming from up. This is like a slingshot that just rocks it down the hallway in their mouth.
We're gonna need another one that fires up from the floor.
You guys should start a business of making dice to send to Carptown, but they're just ingots. They're just D2s, and you flip them, and that's it. It seems nice.
Now they're D4s, they're just really bad.
they're weighted D4s.
Very clearly. But if anyone accuses you of it, you fight them.
Yeah,
You throw it at them.
Yeah.
Right up there.
What do I roll for trap 1?
Is it what tier is it?
1,
The 1 die.
4.
4 on a mixed success. Double checking that.
Can I just hit one of the sisters?
Of the GM's choice.
One of the triplets?
One of the trap
One of the triplets. I'll allow it. So the chart
Oh, they're
triplets
traveling with them now.
are now bloody.
Very fun.
Actually, no, I think this is perfect. These guys, seeing the knight get utterly
Yes.
wrecked by walking into a room unprepared, the engineer convinces your trout triplets to go first down this hallway.
And they're like, "No, it's
"Oh,
cool.
yeah."
We know everything that's in here."
And forgot about the ingot thrower, of course.
Thump.
They're walking down the hallway looking at the fake door, like,
Oh.
look guys, it's a fake door, and then clang. So they're bloodied.
Alright.
He was not a bro, after all.
And so they turn back around.
I can't believe I didn't say they were groupers when you said they were groupies. My bad.
Yes. And which door is now more beneficial for them to go through for you guys? Beneficial for you guys.
If they're not going,
There's not a.
are they not going to go down the hallway that had the fake door because
I
of the
don't know
trap?
what the fake door does. Is there another trap down there?
It just says fake door. It's a trick.
It's a trick.
Yeah.
I think
So
that the idea was to make it
Like
them
they
think-
lockpick it, but there's actually nothing on the other side.
Yes, like they think it might be some kind of illusory thing where I know this looks like a Looney Tunes tunnel, but there has to be something here, and it's like no, we literally just
We need a
painted this all.
whole hall full of doors that just don't go anywhere.
I'm down to roll for the trick and just see what
Okay.
I get on it.
So that's what it is at level 3. We just add more.
Thank you.
doors
Is there
every-
any way to get from the Rat Queen to?
No,
These
this
other-
is this
just-
is just for our.
For our imps, I think.
So the only
Yes.
way for them to go see Pizza
Yeah, the
Joe
three.
is to have gone the other way.
So 3, yeah, the trick doesn't work
Yeah.
on them. I think your minions
That
gave
is
it away.
clear. Yeah.
No, look, it's a big door. It's so cool. We'll show you. So,
Then you get to the face.
would it be better for you guys if the adventurers go into the war room or into the vehicle bay?
Into the vehicle bay, I assume, because then that would lead to that trap and Pizza Billy.
Well,
Right, we're not really getting anything if they go into the wardrobe room, right? Like there's no trap in there, so
No, there's
they're
nothing
just,
in there.
no, they just use resources trying to lockpick
But
it.
can't
and
they
gain
then-
resources
Yeah.
by looting it? So we'd have to hope they use more
Yeah.
trying to get in.
So we want them to go into the the
Yeah.
vehicle bay.
Okay. I'll roll.
Alright.
They do go into the vehicle bay.
Huzzah.
What's
That's,
that?
Now that is a locked door they have to go through, right?
Yes,
yes, so they have to, they encounter the lock. Who rolls the lock?
that would be me.
Alright.
A 5.
A 5. Okay, they're gonna go to the war room because they cannot freaking They try the knob and it's locked, so they go to
We've
the war
tried
room.
nothing and we're out of
And this is
ideas.
also locked. So who owns the war room lock?
You have the word lock?
Yes, I do actually.
It'd be hilarious if goblins just cannot
Level
bypass
2
locks.
magic
That
lock.
would be
So I
fun.
rolled
We could have just locked our front
So I
door
rolled
and they
2
wouldn't
dice
have
for
been able to get
Yeah,
there.
if it's
Yeah.
two.
Why don't we
5.
ever lock our front door?
That's a good question. Well, that would be very inviting,
okay.
wouldn't it?
They are out of options to get through.
They just leave.
That would be funny.
Well, we're down here.
They leave with the trick.
We lost a guy, but we gained a couple guys.
The
And
goblins
then we lost
are
one of the guys.
really stupid. So they're gonna go back into the Rat Queen room again and see if they miss something with that fake door at the end. So you
Yeah,
can
what if the
roll
fake door
the
wasn't
ingot
a fake
trap
door?
again. Whoever has the ingot to roll that.
Ingot trap.
Ferdinand, ingot trap.
Maybe they were lying about the fake door. We haven't seen it.
3.
You don't have to reset the trap.
It's got. You have so.
It's
many
got a
ingots.
it's got an ingot magazine. in it.
We make
Nice.
ingots out of everything. It's just a different type of ingot every time.
The imps probably reset it. by
These are the
time they came
imperfect ingots. They're not good enough for other purposes.
The imperfect ingots are the ones made of imps.
back. They're made of perfect
Perfect.
imps.
This time, the engineer sees the ingot coming, dodges it, and throws some more sparks up into the trap to break it. So it's now broken.
Oh, no.
I mean, you can easily
Does it
fix
hit the guy that was standing behind him?
No,
No.
unfortunately not. Okay, so now they'll go back and you had a chance for some extra stuff there, but now they're going to try to go into the vehicle bay again.
Okay.
So who rolls the vehicle bay?
That's me.
Let's see what you got.
You're just gonna run back and forth and back and forth.
A 6.
A 6. Okay.
You're gonna have to sacrifice
This is
one of
what
their
happens
own
when
to
our
get-
stuff works.
The engineer will waste a resource trying to get in, and then roll again. These locks could keep them out for a while.
A 4.
They run out of resources. They just go home.
Yes. Okay, so this time the
Send them a
engineer is going
videotape
to waste a
of the entire
resource
thing afterward.
to break open the door and get into the engine room.
Good job, guys.
Now they're going to pillage the room, and they all gain a resource. Beep. Okay, there we go. And come on, that's not working. I want it.
Poor dragon is being.
He's getting bored.
Yes.
Patient.
I think the funny thing was I took away a resource for the ranger when the ranger left and
Yeah.
left the bear behind. So now that the ranger has regained a resource, I think the ranger comes back. So the bear
Hey guys, how's it going?
does a battle cry, and the ranger comes running back.
There's nobody coming from behind us.
Sneaks into the room. So then they go into the bar you made for your imps, and there's a trap in there, right? Sticky
Cheese tracks. Cheese tracks.
Hey bear, doesn't that cheese look tasty?
Cheese trap.
Jeez, crap.
5.
A 5.
5 cheese.
5 cheeses. Okay, I think the bear is going to eat the cheese and take some damage from that.
Oh, everybody's gonna be covered.
The trout triplets were in the middle of saying, nobody eat this cheese, but the bear doesn't understand.
Exactly. Everyone has turned to face the trout triplets as the trout triplets give this explanation.
Bear's
the bear goes
tongue
behind
snakes
them.
out.
Yeah.
Behind everybody. It's like
Loops
licks
between
the-
them and then grabs the cheese and then moves.
Poor bear.
I guess the bear gets very sick. The bear turns green.
Oh no, he has poison damage.
And then they go down into the zombie pizza Billy.
Oh no.
Da, 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 da.
Do I have zombie pizza Billy?
No, I do.
Okay.
Ooh,
Looks like he's tier 2.
Here's tier 2.
5 again.
5 again. Okay, so
Bear,
Because
no.
you're a storm mage or whatever, is Zombie Pizza Billy running off of, like, Frankenstein bolts? Because I know it's just legs with a stack of pizza boxes, so I don't know where the bolts are in that equation.
I don't think
Maybe that's how the pizza boxes stay together.
he's robotic in any form, is he?
No, he's just an abomination.
Ah, the
That's
Frankenstein
coming.
bolts.
the engineer takes one of the hirelings and just throws him into the room with zombie pizza Billy and then closes the door. And
Yeah, that's the right up. Yeah, that's right up.
about 5 minutes later, after unspeakable violence noises, it just becomes quiet in there, and they open back up the door, and both combatants are knocked out.
What?
Come on, Pizza Billy.
So Zombie Pizza Billy did not get killed, just
Yeah.
knocked out. But he did also get a hireling with that.
He will have goblin pepperoni now.
I need to train him better.
You take the goblin prisoner you acquired and just immediately kill him.
Were we not supposed to?
I don't know if you're at war, but I think that would be a war crime.
Yes.
Okay, now to the enchanted room. They could potentially waste some resources here.
Ooh.
That's mine too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
your
your
tier 3
3
trick.
Ooh. 6.
A full success on the trick against tier 3.
Please don't throw the trout triplets
Okay,
in.
they are all gonna waste resources on this.
Nice.
I think the trout triplets know about this one, but just think it's funny.
The ranger sees
Gotta pay
all
back.
of his companions throwing things into the water and just dives in.
He throws
The
the
ranger's
bear.
gone again.
Right.
But it's just the bear.
Ranger.
Bear's shitting violently.
The poor bear.
The bear's just squatted in the back corner of the room. Just
Making
looks
horror
pained.
bear noises.
Oh god.
Talk about Pooh Bear.
Oh
It's all
no.
stuck in the fur.
Our poor viewers.
Our poor
Our
listeners.
poor imps, because they're the ones that are going to have to mop this
It's
up.
just gonna be me when I try to recap.
It's quite possibly gonna get worse than that.
Do
So
we
yeah,
have like
the-
flypaper at the bottom so that the ranger drowns?
Well, the engineer's just like throwing wrenches and gears and crystals and things into the water.
I think he just catches the ranger in the back of the head by accident. The ranger's just floating upside down.
The naked goblin just throws a spear in, and now he's just a naked goblin.
We have
they're all very
overestimated
dumb.
the enemy yet again.
The flaws for these adventurers that were randomly generated were cocky, dumb, and impatient. So they're perfect for your dungeon.
That's our group.
Yeah, probably.
That's where the triplets fell in. When they got confused.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
ours?
No.
I think we're ours.
Are there more traps in there?
There is. That was just a
So
trap.
there's
I
the
think.
trap on the door.
There is a trap
Okay.
on the door.
So now we determine which door they go through.
I don't remember what kind of trap it is.
Well, we want them to go into the lightning dome because everyone who goes in there goes, "What's this?" and gets fried.
True. But if they don't get fried, they could pillage it for
Yeah.
resources too.
I
wouldn't
believe
count
in
it as
them
a
being
trap.
fried.
I'd count the lightning dome as a tier 3 trap. Probably.
Okay. So we have a tier 2 trap to the sanctum or a tier 3 trap to the lightning dome.
Yes, and the mine shaft also counts as tier 3 if they go that way as well.
Okay. I think we want them to go to the Thunderdome.
Okay. Is that an agreement?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's like the piece de resistance of our dungeon.
They do not go to the Thunderdome.
Well,
You guys need to install a trick to go there. So
Yeah.
That'll make it more likely.
Alright.
This lock could send, or is it just a lock?
This
or
is a trap.
Okay, so let's roll the trap and see what happens.
This is a molten metal spout.
Molten ingot spout.
It is.
You've seen solid ingots.
Yes, it's the same trap. It just has heated inside.
It's tier
Ducking
2,
will
so
not
now
save
there's
you.
2 spouts.
Oh, okay.
3.
Oof.
The engineer sees it coming because maybe you use the same trap where it like descends from the ceiling, and he's just looking for that constantly while they're walking around. He
Just
just
gotta put
throws
spikes
sparks.
on the floor or something at some point.
Yeah, you need to do some classic things. So they get through that just fine,
Thin ingots.
and they make their way down to the gambling den.
Yay.
All right. So now in the gambling den, the triplets and the dark elf just point fingers at each other like, what? the hell are they doing? Wait a minute.
I swear, I've
Are
never
we
seen
on
this
the
person in my
same
life.
side? Okay, so first the dragon attacks. Who's in control of the dragon? Big old tier 2 dragon.
I don't think we ever picked.
Is the bear still with them?
They're still with them.
Nice.
I'll do the dragon.
Go for it.
Nobody
The bear is
claimed
very
the
sick,
dragon?
but he's moving.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna just breathe some dragon fire at them. They don't have VIP passes,
He
you see.
breathes dice.
Well,
Or-
he's a stoner dragon, so what he breathes is just really bad smoke.
I think the bear and the dragon are locked in eternal glorious combat for a little bit while,
Understandable.
while the others continue onwards. And the others make their way down to...
Does the dark elf do anything?
That's a good point. Does the
I
dark
thought you
elf
said
do-
the bear was incapacitated.
No, the bear was sick, but
Okay.
not completely
But
dead
not
yet.
that sick.
He was still walking
He
around.
is that sick, he's just stomping around leaving a trail.
You took away one of his 2 health.
Gotcha.
Yeah, does the dark elf do anything, or just let him pass? Is there-
Our stoner dragon is just rapidly fighting a bear that's spewing out both ends.
Yes.
We may have also overestimated our allies.
The dragon is just like, he just feels pity for the bear, and he's just like, oh, are you okay? Can I get you some water? Like, that's it, not doing anything.
So this is where we sell the drugs out of, correct? Or we have the
Yes.
drugs in here?
Think
There's a
so.
lot of drugs on
Okay.
the table.
Well, the dark elf is going to,
Offer samples.
well, and at the same time, use an invocation to try to convince them that they need to try out the free samples that we have.
Don't give them the
For all of
PCP.
Okay, I like that.
These drugs
A
are
3.
strong enough for
Good
dragons.
job.
He's not a salesman.
Our potions are too strong for you.
I think
He's also
the
probably been sampling.
dark elf would have just blended in and just looked like, you know, an employee at the casino here, but then just a little too suspicious, so they attack him. I think it's going to be that naked goblin just runs up to him, just starts punching him. Just, doesn't have a spear anymore, just claws out.
Are goblins racist? Do they go, wait, he's black, and just...
No, I think he's just not a goblin. So in a sense, yes.
Way too
Fair.
tall.
Yeah. Way too tall, exactly. Not a goblin. So he's going to be bloodied. Unless you resist it, but...
Oh god, it's one of you people. What do you mean,
No,
you
we'll
people?
just
Tallies?
let him have it.
Non-gubbies. Okay, so
Non-glins.
it's a bloodied elf. Is your elf going to try to escape, fight back?
We need a bouncer.
We have
No,
a bouncer. He's
No,
fighting the
no,
bear.
He's bringing
He just
fresh water.
throws a handful of coke in his
Yeah,
face.
so
We need a bouncer who's
it's
not
a
gonna
powder,
help
so
you.
he's just going to take it and throw it at them
Okay.
at this
Let's roll
point in
for it.
time.
The dragon inhales deeply.
What would I be rolling for with him?
Dragon's like, that's my
maybe
stack.
finesse if he's got that.
He has nothing that's of any use
Chasing
in
down
this
the goblin
situation,
minions like
so we'll
Pac-Man
take the
chasing down
disadvantage here.
pellets.
A 2.
A 2. Okay, he does
Accidentally
indeed
inhaling as you through.
grab the pouch of drugs and throws it, but it does go to the dragon. And the dragon gets knocked out by this. Or just gets so high off his ass that he just cannot fight anymore. And so the bear is no longer locked in eternal glorious combat with the dragon, as the dragon just kind of decides he's had enough. And the bear just rejoins, still shitting everywhere.
This ranger is super resilient.
I hope we didn't carpet this casino.
And the wild naked goblin is still at your dark elf, like, ready to attack. So you either got to get your elf out of there, or he's going to strike again, or try to incapacitate this crazy wide-eyed goblin.
Pull his wiener off. It's right there.
Don't do that. That's unkind.
Grab his dick.
No,
twist
no,
No,
the dark elf is strapped, so I'm going to
You
let
can
him
hang it
have
around your neck as a
my,
trophy.
my weighted dice, and he's just going to chuck the weighted dice at him.
Oh, okay. Well, they're weighted, so it should hurt.
Well,
pocket
yes,
dice.
but we'll be at disadvantage yet again for this exciting event. A 2.
Do you want better dice?
No. This is not his strength here.
You didn't know new ambassador. Your old one kind of died.
I think we see
Goblin.
the wild
A naked
goblin
goblin.
tackle your dark elf behind a slot machine, and just the dark elf's legs are sticking out, and we just hear like thuds, and the legs go kicking, and there's like blood splurting, and
Oh my gosh.
there is no more dark elf.
It's brutal.
He was bloodied and took another hit.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
End of my dark elf.
Man, he really fought to the last for no reason.
No, I mean, he had the morale, so.
Oh, yes. Well, you could have spent the morale on an extra roll.
No, that's okay.
Alright. Well. I guess with his kill fresh and now covered in blood, the wild goblin will lead the rest of them down the stairs to your sanctum, where all of you stand, and Carpalmu has an awkward moment where he sees his minions coming down the stairs with them.
Yeah. I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm disappointed.
Haha, spring the trap now. Come on.
Like we practiced.
Like we practiced.
We didn't practice. Remind me to practice.
The wild goblin throws one of his hirelings down the stairs, just grabs him by the back of the neck and just down the stairs and just tumbles into the room.
Thump, 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 thump.
I whack it with my gnarled stick on its way down. Like
He's like rolling down the stairs and then thwack to the forehead and just rolls backwards.
well, I guess like a golf club then.
Yeah, absolutely. Golf swing. Go for it.
What do I roll for that? That is.
That sounds like smash to me, but
Yes.
we've got an argument for something else on my line.
No, that's good. I'm just. That's a lot. 6.
Ah, full success.
Yay.
Was this your brutal weapon?
Yes.
Okay. So, how is it brutal again? You like covered it in-
It's got pizza cutters attached
Oh,
to
yes.
the end of it.
So this poor hireling comes tumbling down the stairs, and you just golf swing, and he opens his eyes, and the last thing he sees is just all these blades coming at him. And then there's a goblin body on the floor with no head.
Nice.
So you just sliced it to shreds.
Those are amazing.
You just
pizza
invented
cutters.
Hobbit golf.
Yes, the pizza cutters. One more hireling down. And so the wild goblin will then charge down at you, seeing you there. And he's going to spend his resource to move extra swiftly. So you can resist this, but this is a consequence that's coming at you right now.
I want to resist it by swinging my gnarled stick at his balls.
Go for it.
Feel free to help me at any point there.
Nah.
Triple ones.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no crit fails in this game.
Can I have bonus points for that being really unlikely?
Yeah, well, in some games, matching dice are a crit, but that would be a crit fail. So,
A critical 3.
critical 3 here. You can add the dice
I
together for 3.
have a dark heart. Can I?
I'll allow it. You can
I
roll
don't
one
remember
more
the
die.
rules for that.
You're supposed to
Go-
say you
Normally
want
you
to
do it before, but I'll allow
I'm
it.
sorry. Is that one more dice or a
Yeah,
real?
one more.
One.
Oh, what? Oh my god!
Okay.
Get out.
No.
Okay.
Don't you worry, Metal has you covered.
Alright. Oh, are you gonna use spend the thing
How
to?
many stress would that be? Normally it's a stress.
I think it's
to
just
have a
a stress
reroll? Okay.
for a reroll. Yeah.
Is that a reroll of all dice or just one?
I think it's all dice if it just says reroll.
Which means all
Let's see. Allowing them to re-roll a failure. If they
Nice.
if they roll a success, I
Well,
gain
all
a dark
dice
card.
failed, so
Yeah.
So
it's,
4 die roll.
All 4 dice.
4, 4, 5.
6!
There we
Nice.
go.
And you get a
I
dark
get a
card.
dark card out of that.
There you go.
You get a dark card?
Yes.
Nice.
All right. A good use of the
Thank you, George.
saved by
Well,
the.
after rolling 4 ones, you deserve that one.
I think Metal whispers in your ear
What's 6
like,
times 6 times 6 times
"Don't go
6?
for the balls. It's not a good target." Because he's trying to get you head first, and you'd have to like get behind him somehow.
You'd have to use like a shepherd's crook.
1264. I
Yeah.
think.
So you go for the head instead. You remember those words.
Which had
The head.
Head of
as
the
a
head.
brain.
not
The
the
cranial
head.
head.
Of
The
the
cranial head. The one closer to Gladys as he charges him head first.
well, then he's doing it wrong.
And so yeah, you bonk him on the head, and he just flips over backwards, and he's just got blood all over his head. But you don't kill him. You didn't crit, but he's like on the floor, rolling back and forth.
Can I
like,
scurry
covering
over and
his
behead him?
ass. Yeah, absolutely.
You were warned! We're having head juice tonight!
How'd you do that?
4.
I don't know. That was pretty
Okay.
impressive.
You get over to behead him, and you hear a gunshot, which usually comes from your side, but you look up the stairs and the engineer's just pointing a Glock down at you.
How'd you
Oh, this will not do.
What happened to no inventing guns?
Listen, he's the
Are
engineering
you
special.
missing a gun, bud?
You've been
Yeah,
firing
Kobe.
so many guns, people have just been picking them up after you fire them.
Kobe,
I fire most of them in our house.
Kobe, during his many trips to the Goblin Kingdom to feast, just happened to drop one of his spare Glocks there one day, and it changed this goblin's whole life, and he became an engineer.
Well, he's using it wrong. You fire it out of a gun.
Yeah, he is using it very wrong.
You're
He's
supposed
not
to
a
shoot
fan.
that at me!
Yes.
You know,
Like this.
He actually did miss you with it, but it deters you from decapitating.
Okay.
the
we got a
goblin.
flashback to a baby goblin picking up this Glock. Little stars in it.
Yeah, exactly. It
I
changes
just
whole
ate
life.
his parents.
Yeah, that will prompt me to switch over from X to shield.
Okay.
I don't remember if my whole potion creates a small quantum fold that lets me go through an object, or if it's just acid. Or
I think it closed up afterwards was our idea. But
Yeah.
yeah.
what if I make a man drink it?
It's probably not gonna be good. I mean, it might do nothing. It might just have a hole in him for a bit.
I think a bit is long enough to die.
Well, I'm more meant like
Like it doesn't actually do anything to him, he's just got a
that
magical
part of his
hole.
body is in a different dimension for a little bit, and then it comes back.
I
And,
still
like,
feel like that.
We could
kills
use it
me.
to, we could like put a chain through it and lock it. The hole in his
You
his
effectively
belly.
just create a portal that part of him is sticking through, and then
And when it comes
that's it.
back, he'll still have the thing.
Yeah.
It's
You
no
could,
science
you know
until
what?
you feed it to
You
him.
could have the hole in him and then reach in and grab his heart or something.
There we go.
But,
That was my next idea.
yeah. It wouldn't kill him by itself, I don't think.
So that's when I want to jump on the guy on the ground and force feed him the whole potion for.
Okay. So he's kind of like covering his face because he got hit with a spiked bat. to the
That's
face.
okay. I can go in a different hole.
You could just pour it over his head and probably some of it will get in there.
You're about to boof this.
Oh god.
Is there any other way to consume a potion?
You crack it over your skull, that's the only way.
There you go.
This is
Like an
probably
egg.
smash.
Just pour it in the ear hole.
Yeah, smash works.
I don't have any points in this. 1 and a 6. So it's a 1. On the
So
plus side, I now have a smash.
you run
Huzzah.
over and carefully pull out the bottle, ready to pour it wherever you're going to pour it. We see you lift up one of the goblin's legs, and then you just get tackled by it. And so you're gonna get shock to muscle as a bear tackles you, who is covered in shit.
Oh no.
I'm already shocked to muscles.
Okay, so you become bloodied.
Ooh.
I do have brains, but I guess.
Oh wait, you're not shocked to muscles because you did smash, right? That's a muscles thing?
Yes.
So you undid it, now you redid it.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There you
So I'm going to take the shuriken thrower and throw it at the guy with the gun.
go. Okay, so you get the angle up the stairs and
Pretty casual.
who needs bullets when you have
You
shuriken?
know what? And I'm just going to burn the brandy new dark heart.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Now, it says it's precise and electrical. I don't know what that translates to, but it's a 4.
Alright. 4. Precise and electrical. We kind of come up with what they mean on the fly, I think, more than anything. We just say, oh, it's a precise weapon, so we should get bones here. Was this like a powerful item? I don't remember. It had 2 edges, so probably. I'll say this
Don't
probably
recall.
would have killed a goblin if you hit a little more accurately, but you can tell this engineer tries to throw more sparks to deflect the blade as it flies at him, but it doesn't quite deter its flight. And so it hits him, it grazes him, and it does a lot of damage. He's not completely gone from that. He's going to respond by throwing a couple of the remaining hirelings down the stairs ahead of him to distract him. They need meat shields.
That's okay. My minions are down there.
Yep. So 2 goblin hirelings on the floor, and they start to scramble up onto the
And they immediately see 5 kobolds strapped with acid.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Okay, let's have a roll for it.
What is that? Tinker?
Sure.
Gotta make some goblins of each year.
Sorry.
Yeah, they have like little wrist rocket acid launchers.
Yeah, I like that.
5.
Okay, they both hit the same one hireling and absolutely murder him.
Jordan, do I still have the wall chunk attached to my hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good point. I
Okay.
forgot about that, yeah. So you brace the shuriken throw against that hand and pull back with the other hand. What you do it?
I'd like to shield charge the guy with the gun up the
Okay.
stairs,
You ignore his hirelings and charge
Yes.
straight for the mastermind.
letting out my best turkey gobble. I don't know why, but it seems fitting. 6.
6. Okay, he's gonna spend his last resource to also pull out a shield. You do like a shield flash. The crying and like sparks are flying.
My shield's invulnerable.
Oh, you
So
start pushing him up
the
stairs.
harder we both push, the more likely I'm gonna come out on top.
Can I jump on his shoulders and use that as a launch to jump over them up the stairs and go up to the casino?
A
I'll
tactical
let you
bear
roll for it.
strike?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So where is the bear and the naked guy?
So the naked guy is currently on the ground clutching his face. The
He's
bear
still on
has
his face,
tackled Kobe, and we haven't gotten back
Okay.
to that situation yet.
What sort of roll would that be?
To probably finesse to jump up over people. I feel like.
You have a dark card.
I don't. I used mine before.
Well, I've got you covered if you fail.
Okay. 2. That's great. You gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna take another stress.
Thanks.
The communal blessing.
You know,
6.
Okay.
Thanks
try
again.
and I get another dark card. Go team.
You go to jump up. You
He
go
once
to.
again tells you not to aim for the balls.
Yes. And once again, not aiming balls. You try to dive between their legs and like shimmy through, but don't go for the balls. So you jump up over instead. You see, as you jump over, the engineer had his gun pointed down, ready for you. When he sees you jump up over, he can't quite track you. So you make it by and you run up the stairs.
Nice.
There's absolutely no reason Kobe put a 17-round magazine in something that was only supposed to be fired at somebody, but he did.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get maximum bullets per second while it's spinning in the air.
So Kobe, a bear has tackled you.
Knockout spray.
All right, this poor bear.
It's gonna have
Bear
nightmares.
kind of tackles you and doesn't quite start like mauling you yet. It just like goes, it just shits. Not onto you, but like you can smell it. It's,
Did it lose
Yeah.
your melee weapon, the anti-air mace?
6.
6. So you take advantage of its poor predicament and just
bear,
knock it out,
God.
guys. And the bear is down.
So much noise.
He's
Would
suffering.
you
Down,
say
down,
that
down.
that was a dire roll?
Was it a dire bear?
I would say it was pretty dire.
It was
sure.
pretty face to face.
The bear would have done a lot of damage if you let it. Yeah.
Maybe he'll join us.
No wait, I finished that. Fuck. It's fine. The other thing I'm still working on, the
Can't
chicken drone.
The robo.
Yes,
that
the
was very in his place.
Okay, Metal. What are you up to now?
I think I'm going to throw another shuriken at.
Okay. I think
The
this
engineer.
is a risky roll now because you're doing it where Carpolomy is sort of holding him in a deadlock.
That's okay, it's a
so you
chance
might
I am
hit him.
willing to
Yes,
take.
Okay. Classic.
Let's see, and I will burn the new Dark Heart once again.
You're welcome.
Well, you just keep failing, and I keep bailing you out, and this is how this
I
works.
plan to.
A 5.
A 5. I think you do hit Carpolomy, but it goes through him.
Mm.
And
He's
it
a
hurts.
ghost after all.
He is a ghost, exactly. But because it wouldn't have hurt him at all because he's a ghost, but it's an electric shuriken dart.
Oh no.
So you get shocked by it as it travels through you, and then it hits.
So now you're charged up.
I am.
You are ready
Yes.
to go.
You're
Or
charged
is that
up.
shock the muscles?
Muscles.
His
were
scales
shaking.
are all kind of standing up.
I'm pine coning.
That's not
That's a
okay.
really vulgar
You see
expression.
his
That's
fish
literally the
skeleton
term for
briefly.
it.
All the fish
And it
bones.
usually means the fish is dying.
Oh.
But I'm already dead.
You are already dead.
Why would they make such a funny term for?
Well, it looks funny.
So it goes through, and you're holding this engineer's shield in place, so you can't lift the
Yeah.
shield to block, so it just sinks into his throat. And
Nice.
he grabs and falls over, bleeds out onto your stairs.
Aha!
It's just enemies on the stairs, right?
And me.
So there's currently the naked bloody goblin on the floor, and there's one more hireling who just barely dodged a whole spray of acid and is watching his friend just melt in front of him.
Can I jump down from the stairs and like shoulder drop shield slam him?
But how many enemies are left?
Those two.
Okay, hear
Because
me
the
out.
ranger has drowned.
From
There's a
uptown!
ranger in the well, that's true.
My shield
Oh.
crackles with lightning! Yes!
You can go check on
6.
By now I would
Six, okay.
think so.
So this poor goblin on the ground, covering his face, he's like rolling around, and finally he opens his eyes again, like and just wham on top of him. His head just bursts like
what,
water.
what are you doing there, not Asha?
It would be overkill.
Do it
There's no
anyway!
such thing as overkill.
You need to act like a monster
Yes.
to get your
Be your monster.
your XP.
Okay. Poop tornado. But
We've had
also
fire
a lot of
tornado,
coke.
uh,
So a poop coke tornado is going to come
Okay.
down the stairs here momentarily.
You know, I can't think of much more monstrous you could do right now.
This is our house.
That's 6 and 2 ones. My dice are really trying hard.
Okay, so the poor last hireling gets swept up in the poop tornado, never to be
Coke
seen
tornado.
again.
He gets taken to
But,
Oz.
but he's happy
but
with all the coke.
It's
Yes.
just Australia.
You assume at some point when you clean up this place, you'll just find his body in the dung piles. But for now, he's gone. You don't know where he got stuck.
He
You
died
will
doing what he
surrender.
loved.
He was surrendering. He was watching his friend melt before his eyes. Like, Jimmy, no! And just.
Yes, but I didn't know that.
Or
So there's probably acid in the tornado too, and it's
Oh,
just a
so-
whole big thing.
Wow.
Do you go check on the ranger in the well?
Yeah. I mean,
Try
I
to take him
he's
prisoner?
drowned.
You can resuscitate
you know,
him
he-
with profane science.
He surfaces and he's like pulling things up out of the well and putting them on the ground.
Whack-a-mole.
He's just been driving- Yeah, it's like I don't know for it.
4.
You should have just had the poop tornado follow you and just like sick it on him.
Well, then it would have been a poop coke water tornado.
Yeah, that's fair. With swords in
It
it.
would have gotten sticky.
The ranger was already injured, so even a 4, that'll be enough.
Nice.
You hit him on the head and he just sinks out into the water.
Did we
you knock
kill
him
the
out.
bear?
The bear got knockout gas.
The bear is ours. I
The
told
bear might be in a shit tornado though.
Your
The bear was-
tornado was just
you know,
rotating the bear really
To
fast.
be fair, the bear was kind of in a shit tornado before you made a tornado anyways.
you.
So.
He was the shit tornado.
So that's it then.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yay, we did it again.
We're
Again.
heroes.
We. Okay.
I'm gonna go eat the well goblin because the rest are covered in shit.
Yeah, he's the only one that's not. That's true. He's very clean after being in that water.
He's never been cleaner.
He just starts floating to the surface and I just.
When they float to the surface, that's when you know they're done.
Nice.
The screaming you hear is just air escaping from their shells.
Crisp him up in the Thunderdome a little bit.
Make some panko.
Yes.
Alright, I guess we'll have the imps start cleaning and
Yes.
celebrate.
Hey, do we lose a minion happiness die for all of the feces?
Probably. I'll get to
Or
that.
do they love it because they're rats?
No, that's a good question. We will get to that. First, you send some imps up, or do you guys just ascend to the surface to announce your victory to the covered in shit and blood and stuff? Just to announce your victory to the goblin horde.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. I guess you would be the only one that's not covered in shit.
I'm still. Well, I washed off.
That's true. You don't.
But now I'm covered in blood and I'm chewing on a goblin that
Yeah.
I'm dragging with me.
So like a goblin spine, you're just gnawing.
I'm gonna drag the trout triplets to the surface and make them explain what happened.
Yes, they probably just started cowering once you started winning.
Oh, who?
Don't worry, we led them into all the traps.
Let them into the ingot trap twice.
No.
That
We
ingot
have
trap
like a
was-
security system of imps just in the walls, like
Probably.
telephone gaming each other.
I
What's
think so,
happening?
yeah. Unfortunately, there are 3 factions of security
Yes.
drones in the wall, so they all disagree.
Yes.
Is the knight dead?
He died like immediately.
Did he?
Actually,
Last I knew he was like
he's
locked
being
together
possessed.
with the.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
oh,
locked
Yeah,
with
so
the
he's not dead yet.
with the rat.
Oh, so let's have.
Let's just take his armor off
Now
of him.
he's the naked.
Yeah, we'll
goblin.
take his armor and turn it into an ingot,
It's an armor ingot.
and then we'll just have the Rat Queen possess him, bring him up, and just.
Well, we do
Give-
need
give
somebody
it-
for the front hallway now that.
Well, we can have the bear do that.
No,
Yeah,
this is true.
I'm adopting the bear. I was
And
gonna
You're
put him in
adopting
with
the
Pizza Billy, but
we can have the possessed knight just announce how awesome we are, how they stood no chance, how he's humiliated that he ever thought that their
You know
entire
he's
kingdom.
possessed by like a rat that can't talk.
I've been
right?
Yeah, she
literally
can talk.
teaching the Rat Queen how to talk.
for this very
Did it
moment.
succeed?
Well, she has access to like vocal cords that can talk now. It actually somehow makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
Look, for once he's not sabotaging us. We'll give him a chance.
I will roll 0 dice to
Okay.
see if the Rat Queen can do this. That's a 4 and a 6, actually.
is not
So,
expected.
I think the Rat Queen can force out a few words
Yeah.
from this guy's body.
Tell them to buy VIP cards.
She just first says, brains. 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 And it sounds like she can only force the word brains out through him. And then she says, meat.
Yeah.
Meat.
How do you like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Goblin meat. Goblin
Yes.
meat.
Very few things tastier except for ghost meat. None of your ghosts, are you?
Ghosts. Ghosts.
Yes.
Brains. Brains ghosts meat.
Well, we have slaughtered your greatest champions. You can all go home now. We will visit you the next time we require food and or treasure.
I think the goblins are utterly terrified. They're just looking on in absolute horror. The entire crowd is just frozen. One of them remembers to breathe, and then they all remember so the goblin hive mind kicks back in. And they all just, they run screaming. They get on the rafts. They start some of them just start swimming.
Remember, we are your gods.
The Rat Queen leaves the knight's body, and he just also runs into the water.
Where's the Pope been this whole time?
Captured on Carpolomew's belt, I believe.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's dead now.
Don't poke the cage. It
That
makes
was
him
his last
scared.
hit point. And it's just he's been occasionally giving him a pat, but it's just been way too hard. And he's been training since.
He's got him in like a baby holder on his chest.
Did you say you were our god?
Yes, I thought we made that clear before. I'm your, ancient returns lord.
of almighty, incredible power? I think I mentioned that, and then you called me a heretic or something. I don't remember.
I never knew our gods were so cruel.
You didn't?
That's
Have you?
excellent.
Yes. All this would have been avoided if you just, worshipped us properly.
Well,
I
less
mean, me in
cruel if you
particular.
work for us, but only less.
We must fix this. We must show them the truth.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Gosh.
Yeah, goddamn.
We just need to
What a beautiful sight.
we'll just need to do some holy amending of the sacred scriptures to reveal the truth that was already there, that has been corrupted by your tiny, tiny brains.
We knew that God was coming to take sacrifices from us once a month. That was you the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose
It probably was. It was
My
perfect.
we've been
God.
making do with once a month. I guess maybe we can keep that
Okay, we
rate.
gotta fix that.
Maybe to accelerate a little bit.
Yeah. So what do you, for all this cruelty, what do you provide us with?
Not
The
you.
desolation of your enemies?
Oh, excellent. Okay.
I thought that was kind of implied.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me
there
tell
will
you.
be no more famine.
Let me tell
there'll
you
be no
about
more
these
plague.
jerks in this forest who definitely wanted to kill you.
Oh, okay.
They're gone now. We got
Oh.
ahead of that one before
Well, that's
you even
good.
saw
Yes,
him.
this is the trickster god of your pantheon. You may have forgotten him. His
they
role
wanna,
is to
like-
eat you.
Did they want to kill us twice a month, or
No,
just
like
more?
all of you all at once.
Oh, okay, that's bad. Yeah.
Yes.
So we killed all of them all at once.
Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
we have already laid waste to several of your enemies as a gesture of.
Have you laid waste to the fish people yet? I see you've
Um,
taken on
a
one of their
little.
appearances. as
We've done a
mock.
little bit. Well, yeah, there's a lot of ancient history that you're not aware of. There's lots of betraying, lots of accursing, lots of cursing in general.
Yeah, I mean, what is more cruel than one of our gods being like in the appearance of our greatest enemy?
Yes.
We exploded a town square full of innocent people
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay,
and burned down a building.
We've subjugated the dragon, like you have on that wall.
that is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you take sacrifices from the dragons too?
Yes.
We have taken tribute from many people.
I mean, have you seen our dragon copter?
Well, he would have when we walked. They gave us that right off of their tower.
Well, it wasn't really giving, it was more us smiting them and taking what was rightfully ours, and they just kind of had to deal with it.
This is true. I did smite him.
In fact, that's really
And
what
it
we do
fell.
whenever anybody enters our holy sanctum and our sacred ground, is we use our divine power to smite them right in the face, like those heretics who invaded us just now.
And those dinks down at the ghost hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, powerful and cruel gods, I would not wish to interrupt your cruelty in this moment. Or
You better not.
Your backseat deity, you. But I think I may be able to better serve you outside of the cage.
Probably. If you'll stop trying to heretically smite us.
Oh no, I.
Which may result in you being incinerated where you
I will
stand.
spend my whole life repenting for my ways, of course.
Alright, there you go.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Do you have a holy shrine at which sorry, my apologies, bad habits. Do you have an unholy shrine? At
There
which
we
I may pray.
We have several. They are sort of splinter cults which must be subjugated by the holy true scripture. And frankly, it has come to our attention that you are probably the being among our subjects most capable of doing so. So
It's just so
I will
far
dedicate my
beneath
life.
us.
we demand that you extract what bits of unholy truth can be extracted from these little splinter cults and sort of masticate them into a slobbery ball of worship that all can be gathered under.
I don't know what masturbation has to do with it.
That's not what I said. And I think you know that.
Oh, sorry, old habits.
Part of the goblin pantheon.
Shall we set him up?
Don't worry, once you become a ghost, you won't need to worry about it at all.
Oh, okay. Is that part of the 12-step plan?
If you want.
That's
Shall we set
13.
him up in the guild hall then?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes.
all these cults started worshiping individual things we did instead of us, it's really annoying.
I see, yes, that is quite cruel.
However, because we have many cruel aspects, that doesn't necessarily mean that people who worship other of these aspects need to be purged, because they can still be of great use to us.
They are technically worshiping us, just too
They're-
much focus on the one thing.
Yeah, the loyalties just sort of need to be sculpted.
They need the bigger picture, and that's just beneath us.
It's like a meatloaf.
So what are they worshiping instead of you?
The zappy thing.
Well, they're no longer worshipping the Were-Barracuda.
Yes, that is a recent
I
development.
did see that as we walked through the door, yeah.
Yeah.
They have received the just punishment of their sins.
We have the Thunderdome cult
Yes.
and the Black Goo cult.
Our actions are very shocking, and, a sort of a deep and oily abyss.
Have you simply tried eating the lesser gods?
Yes,
Oh.
it's usually very successful. These are some pretty good aspects, though.
Yes.
I think we'd like to keep these ones around.
Yeah, that's just like our stuff.
Yeah,
I see.
our divine body is very vast.
Their minds are too small for them to see beyond our works to us.
I see.
So fix it.
But our works are pretty cool, so
I
we're
will
not going to
dedicate
do
my
away with
life to expanding the minds of your followers.
it. Excellent,
So
you'll
they
be
may
getting to see the truth.
Understand even a fraction of your majesty.
There we go. Yes, I'm glad I let you out of your cage. It was a good idea.
Yes. So is this the war room here? Is this where I'm staying? Oh, I see. You've got a church back there.
Yes.
You can have a little, little
It's not completed. We've
Sort
been
of
waiting. You can add your own personal touches
I see.
to it.
Is this the place where I will work?
yes.
Yeah.
You could even probably get some of your stuff if you wanted it.
Hey, you can run home real quick. We're a little busy cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah, just make sure you take
Yeah,
this
okay.
this VIP card.
I will round up the imps and hold the session immediately.
Excellent. Good work.
Alright. So you have acquired a goblin priest.
Da, 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 da.
And a bear.
And
The bear.
Well,
We still need to negotiate with the bear, I think.
I think the bear might be a
I
downtown
give him
project.
drugs until
Yeah.
he's my friend.
Oh no.
You might be able to acquire the bear as a minion using those rules, or
Yeah.
something. We can figure out. The bear's not automatically on your side. You have him as a prisoner right now. But
Also feed him the goblin.
I could
Pizza Billy kid.
Take him as my hunting pet, I guess.
mm,
I think I actually had a point that I hadn't taken a skill point because I was looking at the other classes
yeah.
and never decided on one.
Wow, who would do such a thing?
who would?
If that sounds like I'm pulling it right out of my butt, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty
Do you
sure I do
remember
actually.
me
Have.
doing that
sounds
exact
vaguely
thing?
right. I think several people were going to do that.
All right. I will take the bear as my hunting pet then.
There you go.
Nothing.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You've
Uh,
lost your bear.
I lost my
Now
bear.
I have him
Did it last
instead
long?
of minions, so the trout triplets have been now kicked out because
Well, they
this
should
was the
be.
last straw.
They fled with the goblins.
It has the companion upgrade. It knows 2 tricks. I can choose from cause confusion, fetch, herd prey, locate prey, and surprise attack. It
Ooh.
takes 1 die when performing known tricks. So I'm definitely gonna take cause confusion. I don't know about the other one.
You cause confusion for this bear just running into another room and just shitting. That's, it. That's all it does. It's very confusing.
We feed
Okay,
it
that's
nothing but poison cheese.
No.
It's become immune to it though. It uses it actively as a
Yeah.
weapon.
It's become its superpower at this point.
It has 4 stomachs.
Let's.
I
It's
don't think
actually
that
a
just
cow.
happened.
You haven't seen our science.
Yes, I have.
Did we do?
I am Marseille.
I don't think we did rerolls last time, so let's do that now.
Okay.
Because we didn't have time for it based
Right.
on the timing of things. Maybe that's what your +1 was on your sheet. What's +1 loot?
I don't know.
We got
Simply
extra
says
loot.
plus
I think Mel got extra loot. I don't remember if anyone else got extra loot.
I don't believe I did. No.
Alright, so 1 die for everybody. 2 dice if you got an extra loot somewhere.
5.
3.
A 1 and a 2.
Let's go.
Boy, I'm just really great tonight.
1 and a 2 are both dark hearts for you. And what did you
I
get?
can only afford one dark heart
Was that a
there.
4 or a 3?
3.
3? Okay, so another dark heart for you.
Oh, cool.
So what happens if I can't take both?
You overdo it. Whatever your revelry is, it causes some kind of
What a surprise.
consequences of gambling. You just go gambling.
Of course, yes.
I think then if you gamble too much, you're going to draw the attention of the dragons again. Maybe you've taken a small loan from the dragon horde that you've been gambling with, and they're no.
Ah,
Who else got some good rolls here?
I got a 5.
1 gold.
yeah, that's putting up on a casino was probably
5 and
not
2.
good for my gambling.
1 gold, 1 dark heart.
I
Alright.
remember I have that.
What's that? Oh, that's cool.
Could have used that.
Yes.
We have a few minutes left. How about we go through downtime? Let's see what
Great.
people have from that.
Alright, I assume my downtime is just spent, like, taking care of the bear and bonding with it.
It could be. You could spend a downtime action on that, or you could pay a gold.
Okay, I'll spend downtime.
Okay, there you go. Sweet.
You poor fellow. It's too bad you were so horribly mistreated by your prior master. Don't worry. With us, we don't well, we do leave people behind frequently, but we make sure that we only do so when they
The bear does not understand.
definitely can take care of us.
The bear's just
Now have
nodding
some
along.
cheese. Good
Here,
boy.
have some honey.
I'm gonna work on upgrading the cheese trick.
Have you ever tried
What's
goblin? It's pretty good.
Remind me what to roll.
Whatever skill you're using to upgrade it. Are you tinkering? Are you magicking? Are you, I don't know, trying
Oh, it's
to...
magic cheese.
Okay,
Would
so magic it.
anybody like to butt into my bear scene?
Two,
So you can
2,
mark
and
off
1.
something on your sheet?
It's true. It's not 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
You're trying to upgrade this to a tier 3.
Yes.
Do you already have a clock for it?
Yes.
Mark 1 tick on. And yes, to that question, we're having a scene with a bear. If anyone wants to jump into a scene and earn some extra XP.
Would you like to
Yes,
jump into
yeah.
a bear scene?
It was my bear, dang it.
It's not your bear, it's my
It
bear.
was my bear.
I'm the one who just cleaned all his fur. Do you have any idea how difficult that was?
Yeah,
already
well,
shitting.
it was my cheese that caused the problem.
That
so
is definitely true.
yeah.
Gladys walks by with the cheese ingredients, triggering a Pavlovian response in the bear to shake.
Every time it smells cheese.
Can you maybe create some sort of medicine for him that will give him immunity to the cheese? Because I don't think we're going to be able to keep him from eating it.
I can only make
Regardless of-
worse cheese.
Maybe you can make a cheese so bad this cheese will be like nothing in comparison.
I make a small
Yeah, that's what
amount
you do,
of
make it-
extra cheese.
I love the concept of someone who can only progressively make their food worse every time they ever get done right.
I add a bit of zombie pizza Billy's cheese to it. I don't know what will happen.
It's definitely cursed now.
You had that bear for a very short period of time before all of its organs
However,
failed.
it's only fair that I eat some too.
Okay.
That was a horrible idea.
He said before doing it.
Who else is working on downtime things?
10 million downtimes.
I gotta work on the guild hall there with the Pope.
Yep. See what you get.
Wow, the hits just keep on coming. 3.
All right.
No, it's a 2, excuse
Yeah,
me.
this was all 3 twos.
3 2s.
3 2s. Okay, well you get 1 tick on it.
Huzzah.
I think the imps will also help with that. So we'll see what they get. They got a 6.
Do they get a bonus from the drum?
Oh,
Does everyone get a bonus from the drum?
The drums.
Oh yeah, we get
Is that
an
just a free
extra
tick on
activity.
something?
I think it was a. I'm trying to remember.
I thought it was an extra downtime activity.
War drums. Each player can tick a project clock
Oh,
once per downtime.
My bad.
Goody.
Each tick
Yep.
must go to a different clock.
The communal pencil.
Your imps do take a +1 die in their downtime action. So we'll see if they crit.
Okay.
They do crit. So the imps add 4 ticks to the guild hall.
You're welcome.
Okay,
you
so the
son
guild
of a
hall is
bitch.
complete.
Let's go.
I am 2 away from Zombie Pizza Billy unleashing his next form.
Ooh.
Which is probably where we just put another pizza
Well, I'm
box on
glad he
top of
didn't
it.
die.
You keep on re-adding pieces of Billy. Like, he's got his legs, and then soon he'll have arms.
Eventually we'll have a brain.
Torso.
He's got to earn it.
Yeah.
Get my ghosts back. They are now September ghosts.
So what do we gain for having our tier 3 guild hall?
The Guild Hall. I don't remember what sheet this one's on. I'm looking through them.
I got it here. You let your minions organize to better their working and living conditions. In truth, we're actually ignoring their demands. But the illusion of having some control reduces grumbling. The guild takes 1 die on calamity rolls.
Excellent. Which calamity rolls are coming right up. So.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! What else? What do we got?
I don't think building trap counts as crafting. It's crafting just for making items.
Yes.
Well, then first I'll do my regular downtime to upgrade trap, which is Tinker. 6, 4, 4.
6. Nice. So that's 3 ticks.
Then, I should have gone hard. Should always go hard. Well, I can only craft, so I guess I'll work on the chicken drone.
Yeah.
6, 4, 5. I was worried it was going to be 6, 4, 4 again. I was going to.
Well, that's 3 ticks either way. The chicken drone is near completion.
Yeah, and on a success, the action isn't consumed, so.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's a success.
2.
2. Okay, so 1 tick.
And I believe you still have the just give someone
I've got 2 ticks to give out.
who wants them, because I won't finish either clock with that.
I could use them, but I can't finish anything with them.
If I took 2, I could finish upgrading Zombie Pizza Billy.
There you go. Give them
Well,
that.
then we'll give you both of those.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then
Cool, so Zombie Pizza Billy is a T3 now.
Where is pen?
I don't know where the marker is.
Oh, don't die.
I don't remember what our bonus from picking our lair was.
1 second.
Bonus from what?
From having
What-
a forge.
It's just the top ability of your sheet.
Yeah, the power source.
Yeah, the power source.
During downtime, you can take 1d on a single downtime action. During dungeon defense, you can take 1d on a single lock, trap, or trick on your list of duties. Yeah, we kept
We keep forgetting that
forgetting
one
that.
now.
And I feel like we had debates in the past of whether that's one person gets to do it once or everybody
It
gets
has
to
to
do it
be
once.
everybody.
I think it's each player, yeah. I
Okay.
think you're right about that.
It has. It'd be so dog shit.
We can do pen.
Well, the fact that we don't ever think to do it, yeah, makes it even more dog shit.
We can all take +1 die on a single downtime action, and during dungeon defense, we can take 1 die on a single lock, trap, or trick on our list of duties. So
So I could have gotten another
we could
die
have
too.
brutalized them even harder.
I'm gonna throw that extra die on the chicken. It's a 5 instead of a 2.
So can I roll another die for the clock here?
Yeah.
Cool.
How many do I get for a 5 instead of a 2? In
And then
Clock
I'll
kitchen.
You get an extra, yeah.
oh boy, more chicken.
Oh yeah, I need to add arms to Billy.
Now when you roll for the clock, that's the highest number, right? Not a cumulative.
Yeah,
No,
Right.
okay, that didn't help anything at all.
that's fine. I remember we picked the forge so we could build faster, having no idea that this would basically hyper stack our downtime activities.
Yes.
What do
You guys are
do?
very downtime heavy, which is good. I mean, you're getting the econ going. That's one of your master plan goals.
I mean,
Billy's got arms.
Oh,
Let's
he's
go.
buff.
Billy's
Look at
got
that.
hands.
Yeah.
that is very much
He is.
what a
He's
forge
got that
should
hand
be.
and pineapple going on.
Please stop.
Alright. So, I rolled Calamity when it goes to downtime, so I could have a second to think about things.
Yes.
And I rolled a full success.
Nice.
which means not only are your minions happy, so that will get morale, but also,
Because of all the shit they had to clean up.
yes, probably, in helping build the guild hall and all that stuff, which I did add the extra die for, they uncovered something. While they were just digging out the wall a little bit more.
They were trying to scrub a shit stain out of the wall and kept going.
Exactly.
It was in there
Research
deep.
too hard.
Who wants to draw a big cavern coming off the back of the guild hall?
Closest.
Doesn't have to be very detailed, just let the
That's
shape
okay.
be as your heart desires. And then
Shape it like
fill
a butt.
We know what his heart desires when he shapes them.
And then fill it with a very, very large snake.
Is this a friendly snake?
It is a friendly snake.
Yeah.
Yay.
Who gets the friendly snake? Was this thing trapped in here? Did it have like
It
an
was like
exit?
Pringle in.
It's like, oh, thank God I'm free. And we're like, you live here and you work for us now. You're not going anywhere.
I have a VIP pass though.
So your imps come running to get you, and the goblin priest is right behind them, and they're shouting at you like you've got to come see this. You got they won't tell you what they've done, but they're just speechless. Who arrives at the snake first?
I think I do, and then I turn around and walk away.
Okay, you're like, oh, nope, 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 nope.
I don't.
Chewing on a goblin bone, turns around.
This is someone else's
I'm right
problem.
there working on the guild hall.
Okay, so they all come to
Probably
you,
me.
and this wall opens up, and they find this snake. Well, they're just trying to make them their maintenance tunnel back there. And you enter that chamber, and you see this massive snake who's stuck in this tiny chamber.
Oh.
And you can see sitting in the same kind of pool of liquid as this puddle over here, the black goo.
That was a girl snake.
What's a girl? She is sitting in this
Thank you.
this massive puddle
You
of
can't
black
see
goo.
the eyelashes from there.
I can't, yeah, thank you for that. And she says, I am the mighty snake Leviathan.
Dang it, we got a new cult.
A new cult behind the altar of your church. I have been watching from the shadows. You have freed me.
I mean, kind of.
You've been watching through the stone wall.
Yes.
Ah.
Anyone who has ingested my blood, I can see through their eyes.
We're gonna get a new ending.
I simply wish to live here. I do not
Mission
wish.
accomplished.
Okay, fair enough.
I wish to coexist with you. Perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. If you would bring me sacrifices, I can bring you whatever boons you
Push the
desire.
priest in.
Already furiously scribbling new notes of how this fits in our pantheon.
Okay.
You shove him and he's like, thank you.
I'm going to send the imp, or one of the imps, to
Yeah.
go find Carpalmu.
Yes,
This
can't you
is-
see
this-
I'm busy with a bear?
No, you'll want to see this.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you walk into the room, it's the same exact speech.
Yeah.
I am the mighty snake Leviathan. You have freed me.
It wants us
She's
to
been
arrange
practicing.
sacrifices.
I feel like that can be a mutually beneficial arrangement. We just have to
I thought you might.
manage the optics of this very carefully.
We can
Yes.
convince some of the imps to
I have
sacrifice
no idea what
themselves.
you just said, but okay.
We need to make it very clear to the priest that this is still definitely worshipping us.
Fuck around, get fed
I
to a
am
snake.
very good at optics. I can see through all of your eyes right now.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes.
Even ghost eyes.
Yes.
Wow, that's very cool. Wow, you're a very cool snake, you know.
I have forever cursed your souls, yes.
Oh, yes, lovely. I sort of felt like that might be the case.
It's okay though, because with this mutual agreement, you bring me sacrifices and no harm comes to you.
Yeah,
That's all fine.
there are definitely going to be sacrifices. Don't worry about that.
Will you eat intruders?
If I don't have to go out of my way for it.
Yeah, like if
So-
they, if
We
they
will
walk
bring
over
them to you.
Oh, then yes, absolutely.
So,
They're
like-
sacrifices.
Would you, so this is sort of the question.
I-
Would you prefer that we keep a lock on the door so that intruders don't immediately deliver themselves up? Like, I mean, you're so big, I'm sure you could just eat them all. Like, we're happy to...
I'd say I'm pretty neutral. If they came in here, I'd probably offer them the same deal. If they gave me sacrifices, I might help them.
See, I'm not a big fan of that. So if you don't mind, we'll probably try to. We may just capture them and then give them to you afterward. That might be the best for both of us.
Or if you would like to offer me sacrifices as insurance against their sacrifices.
Oh, that's also a good idea.
Right.
Yes.
It's really the highest bidder wins the
Well,
wins the
if you offered them the deal and they walk 12 feet from where you're standing and we kill them, that's a lot of bad blood between us and we are landlords.
not really.
And you've seen us punk everything.
As long as they give me sacrifices, I don't care what happens to them afterwards.
Oh, that's good to know.
I don't care what happens to you afterwards either, to be clear. It's just, whoever gives me sacrifices, I'm fine.
Oh, cool. How do you feel about cows?
Nah, not intelligent enough.
All right, that's good to know.
How do you feel about goblins?
I think we're already a little over time. Let's end there. I don't
Do
want
you
to
like
keep it too late.
cheese?
But you can quickly write down your XP.
Cool.
If you need to, so we should
I
be
ate a
listening to those
guy.
questions at this point.
Alright.
Progress on our plan. Well, we didn't lose the dungeon. That
I mean, we finished our guild hall. I think that's progress
Yeah,
on our
that's
master
progress.
plan.
I think that's the next big thing you were going to do before a pillaging raid, right?
I think so.
I tried to boof a whole potion.
I definitely acted like a monster.
That's crazy.
Or was this the pillaging raid on the Goblin Army? We didn't do a setup for it though, so I guess it couldn't be. Maybe this was the setup for you to pillage and convert the Goblin Army to yourself.
Yes, that's
Yes.
what it was.
Well, yes, 'cause
Yeah,
we have to
We
rewrite
need to
the
convince
book.
them that their religion is actually just
Right.
we're your boss.
This was the setup, so we stole their pope and their book.
I didn't use my gear in a creative way.
I did. I invented golf.
You did it.
And you jumped into my dungeon scenes to
I
make sure
did.
that you marked.
I think I got all the points.
Let's
Nice.
I
go.
never
We hit all the
Any
bases.
points. May I
Thank-
use your pencil, please?
Yes, thank you very much for running, Drew.